I'm honored to welcome the Seattle Seahawks in a minute here and the Rhein Fire. We are proud to present you today the new partnership between the NFL team, Seattle Seahawks, and the ELF team, Rhein Fire, the first and only cooperation so far between ELF and NFL. And for that, and to give you more information and details on this great cooperation, I would like to welcome Isabelle Van Coevorden from the Seattle Seahawks, Director International, and our head coach, Jim Tomsula. We take these three here. Yeah, go on the yellow one.
Photoshop. Hey? Yeah. My wife's been telling me from overseas. Get on a diet.
So besides Isabelle, we have also another special guest here. It's not Blitz. It's his still unknown, or till short notice unknown, uncle from Europe, Uncle Bam. He's a new official mascot for the European market. And he's already close with our Bernie, you all know. So these two guys will run a show also in the stadium on the weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Bam, welcome here in Düsseldorf. So, Isabelle, for you it's the first time here in Düsseldorf. You joined the Seattle Seahawks 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, right?
2 months ago. Yeah.
So coming here to Europe and you have a background in soccer, what is the goal for you and what is the strategy behind it to join up the Seattle Seahawks with the Rhein Fire?
Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to give a big thank you to the Rhein Fire. The past couple of days have been amazing to spend with their team. Max, Coach Jim, the players, the staff, the volunteers, the fans. I really feel part of the Fire family, and that's such a special feeling. So I really want to thank you all again for doing that. But yeah, huge claps to that. No, international is a huge focus for the Seattle Seahawks. With the NFL Global Markets program, we now have the opportunity to increase our brand presence even further. And we are really passionate about our fans. And as you may know, we call our fans are the 12s. And the 12s Everywhere program is such a special fan engagement program that it's really important for us to be able to bring that abroad. And the partnership with the Rhein Fire, it just is such a perfect fit. It makes so much sense. We share so many values. We're committed to our fans. We're committed to our community. We're committed, most importantly, to growing the game of American football. And this partnership just made so much sense because of that. We want to be able to grow authentically in Germany. And this is not just about a marketing and PR partnership. This is really about connecting with local communities in a unique and authentic way.
Okay, thank you very much. The partnership is part of the NFL global market strategy. So I don't know if every one of you guys know about this. Maybe even if it's more league-wise, maybe you can tell us in a few sentences just a bit about the global strategy from the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, as you all know, NFL is the most popular sport in the United States. And so it was very strategic by the NFL to start the Global Markets Program. And the aim of the Global Markets Program is to not only engage and reach a new audience internationally for the NFL and for the teams, but to grow the game of American football. So the Seattle Seahawks in Germany, along with 9 other teams, it's quite competitive now, have global marketing rights in Germany. So we have a already fantastic fan base here in Germany, specifically in the Rhine area. So for us, this is our first year as part of the NFL Global Markets Program, and it's really important to be able to connect with local communities, and that's why, again, this Rhein Fire partnership is just a fantastic step.
Thank you. Jim, it's Seattle. You're from San Francisco with a background.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Max.
Yeah, you're from Pittsburgh. Okay, born and raised in Pittsburgh, but you got a San Francisco background. And you told me you have to explain some people now about this corporation. What do you think personally about this partnership between the NFL and us as an ELF team?
Well, again, the business side is the business side, okay, and the NFL is maybe the best business model in the world. Okay, so the NFL could put a game on Jupiter and they'd sell out in 15 minutes. Okay, so that side of it, that part of it, it's there, it's real, it's all that stuff. But the biggest thing for us, and again, we've visited with a lot of teams that have come over and this and that and everything. But the Seahawks were just, from the beginning. Even talking with a couple of our owners and Max and I talking, you really wanted that to work. We were hoping that Seattle that the Seahawks would want to make this work. And it's with they are so unique. And I've gone there as a coach coaching for different teams to go to that stadium. And they're so unique in the way they do things, like the 12th man, and their fan engagement, their community engagement. And when you're in America in the NFL, that's one thing that stands out about the Seattle Seahawks. They don't talk about it, they do it. Their fans are part of their team. They really reach out and grab everybody. They do meaningful things in the community. So the things that we're trying to do here at the Rhein Fire, Seattle's been doing, and they've and again, I've not worked there. I've known people that have. It's a first-class organization. They treat people the right way. They hire high-energy, exciting people, and they want people thinking out of the box. Obviously, this is thinking out of the box, and so this is for us. We want to emulate a lot of the things that Seattle's doing, and we want to learn in that sense. But the other side of it too is just talking about the whole growth of the game, and again, when we talk about the game and we talk about the growth, that's kids, that's humans. Okay, the game is people. So and that's Seattle. You don't have to listen to people in Seattle talk about it. All you got to do is go watch. You look at it. It's there. So that's what's so exciting about this whole thing. And then, we've gotten to spend a little bit of time together, and wow, talk about impressive. You get those people that woo. You have a 10-minute conversation, and you say, wow, that's cool. And that's what we've got going on right now. So I'm really excited about it. And it's going to help everybody, from our players to our coaches to our fans to everybody, our physio. There's so many facets that are going to get improved in the way it's going to work. So it's an all-encompassing thing. And for that, I'm extremely grateful.
Isabelle, over the last few years, you already got in touch with players, with fans. What are your impressions and what you think about the Rhein Fire family?
Well, I know what it means to be part of the Fire family. There's just so much passion within this organization. And the fact that it's a family is just so important to be a part of something special. If you are a team, and especially a growing team, and you don't let the outside in, it's so difficult to be able to grow your team, yet alone the sport, in a country where the sport is not the dominant sport. So I've just been so impressed by the different fan engagement tools that the Rhein Fire creates day in, day out. The experiences that they create for their players with their fans is something so special and something so unique. And again, I want to bring it back to what they're doing is such a great tool for growing the sport, but it's the way that they're doing it is that it's so unique and so authentic that they're creating memorable experiences to everyone that touches Rhein Fire.
Jim, another question for you. You were part of the NFL Europe for many years, and looking back to 2007 when this league was folded, did you ever thought about that the NFL would come back in such a strong way to European market and invest and cooperate also with European teams?
Well, I mean, that's a tricky question, Max. The NFL, you always knew was going to be global. Okay, the, it was going to reach outside of the continental United States, and how they were going to do that and what it was going to look like, I didn't know. I wasn't sure. Obviously, they kept the international programs going, and the player programs. And Richard Kent and I were lucky enough to be a part of that when it started back in 1998, 99. But we've got a lot of work to do on that area. Okay, that's a separate thing that we're doing here. But the NFL is going to go. They are, and right now, what I really love about this is Seattle is coming in, and they want to touch the people. They're coming in to touch the people and grow. They're not coming in with a Bundesliga and trying to pair up and then work down. Does that make sense? It's a real growth if you just use that kind of analogy. They're setting some roots, and they're going to grow this thing and nurture this thing. They're not coming in at the top, stick it in, here we go, let's get the people with the suits and big paychecks, and let's figure this stuff out. I mean, they're talking about each and every individual in the stands, in their homes. They're talking about the real kids, living, breathing people. That's what's going on. And just as you hear, and they talk, that's what's so exciting about what we have. Now, other teams are doing it different ways, and I kind of like the way that the NFL's letting that happen. Let each team, and now you're going to get 9 different ways people are going to go about this, and let's see where it goes. But it's definitely going to grow. I mean, it is, and it's taking root here. We know that.
What do you think where we will be in 5-10 years with football in Europe?
Well, I'll tell you what my dream is. My dream is for like the Rhein Fire, for people to wake up and go to work in football. For people to wake up and go to work, their job is American football, coaches and players and things like that, and that's that side. Now the other side of that is within that, and with the help of Seattle and what we're doing here in this partnership, is now getting with the kids. So let's go around and let's see all these kids playing football. Let's see them running around on the fields, okay? We talk about it all the time. There's a place for everybody in American football. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Body type doesn't matter. If you're not athletic, if you don't like to sweat, well, you can do media. You can do. I didn't mean that wrong. Don't look at me like that. But what I mean is you can do analytics. You know what I mean? You don't have to be out there with catching the ball and throwing the ball. You can do other things around the game. So we can bring everybody into this thing. And that's what it is. Let's get all the kids going. My God, look at the world. Let's get the kids a good place to be.
And I just want to add that, a key aspect of this partnership is Seahawks flag football. So the objective is to work with the Rhein Fire to bring more flag football opportunities to Germany. And, this is such a great way to make the game more fun, more accessible, and more engaging with the next generation. So, in addition to that, we would like to be able to activate at all Rhein Fire home games next season, and you actually also be seeing us at the ELF Championship this weekend, activating at the pregame fan fest. But, the flag football side of it is just so important and so key in growing the game.
Perfect. You just answered my last question. So, a question to you, but last one to you also. Where do you see European American football in 5 to 10 years? So what is your thoughts on that from being or working in the U.S. for the Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah, as you mentioned, I'm I'm new to the Seahawks. I've been with the Seahawks for a couple of months, but I came from the soccer world. And soccer is the number one sport here, but soccer is not the number one sport in the United States. And for the past 10 years, I've been focused on growing the game of soccer in the United States, domestically and internationally. And the tools that went into growing the sport is engaging with fans in a unique and authentic way, making sure that they're a part of something so that the fabric of a team, that they're part of a community, and education and tools. So I think that what the NFL is doing and what the teams are doing, it's exactly the same. And so I know and I'm hopeful that in 5 years, we're going to make so much groundwork internationally because we're doing the right things and we're trying to connect to local audiences in the right way to show them the game of American football and to show them that they can be a part of it, not just from a playing perspective, but to be a part of the football family. So that's really where I see football being in 5 years.
Thank you very much. That were my part here now for that. Any questions from the media, from you guys here in the room?
Is there any idea of maybe developing the coaches of the ELF team? So in this case, that coaches from Rhein Fire come to you to Seattle, or your coaches come here and coach the coaches. Is there any idea to do that?
Yeah, that's definitely something that we've been speaking about because, part of this program is knowledge sharing, actually. We are the Seattle Seahawks. We have such a rich history, but Rhein Fire has such a rich history. And so this is not one team saying, hey, this is how you do it, or the other team saying, this is how you do it. This is us working together. So this is really important for us in bringing not only coaches together, but fans together as well to be able to learn from each other and truly be partners.
See, on top of that, now remember, we've got a guy down the street here that I coached about 20 years ago named Christian Moore. And when you go into his gym, his Seattle Seahawks shirts and his helmets are there. I think he was at Seattle 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So we have, I think Jadrian actually had a cup of coffee, didn't you? Yeah, when he came out of, you were in camp or went and did some work there. And obviously Aaron Donker was there. So there's a connection in that way. But that's the part, again, I don't mean to jump on the question here, but that's the part that'll be working on. Okay, not only coaches, but your physio, your trainers, your doctors, getting those kind of cooperations together so we can learn, make sure that we're keeping our players safe. Training, the strength and conditioning, that kind of stuff. That's what we're trying to do, and we've got to continue to teach the players, and that's part of what Seattle was talking about. It's all encompassing, and it's really, that's what I'm so damn grateful about. I mean, really, it's awesome.
Are there any further questions? Yeah, Stefan.
Could you please maybe get a little deeper into what the hopes and expectations for the Seahawks are from this partnership?
Well, one big part of it is that we want to be able to increase our fan engagement efforts. And so that means physical activations here in Germany. That means connecting from a digital perspective here with fans in Germany, connecting commercially with fans here in Germany. So the partnership with Rhein Fire really is opening the doors to so many ways to connect with existing American football fans, but working together and creating innovative and new experiences to generate new football fans here in Germany. So the partnership, whether it's with flag football, whether it's with experiential activations at Rhein Fire home games, collaborating around the NFL November Munich game, or collaborating together on different social and PR campaigns, are all ways that we will be able to work together to grow fans here for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
In former years, the old Rhein Fire, they also had players sent over from the NFL. Is something planned like this also, or?
You're going to have to ask the sporting department on that one. No, I mean, I think Jim can say some words here, but part of the partnership, and actually I was telling Max this morning that our COO, David Young, I woke up with such a great email from him sharing internally to all senior management, including sporting, hey, we're partnering with the Rhein Fire. This is what the Rhein Fire is all about. This is how successful they are. This is how meaningful the partnership is. So we're not trying to keep this partnership just in Germany. Like, this is something that we're really proud of in Seattle. And so I think that this will just open so many doors for so many different departments in Seattle.
I want to add that the allocation process and those things, this is nothing with that, okay? But on top of that, I will say, Mr. Snyder, okay, John is one of the best personnel people in all of football. All right, we do talk to him every year, talking about players. We do send our film. They get our film from this league. We're always trying to help our players if they can advance. So that's an ongoing thing all the time. Now, for them to send us players, that's the old allocate. That's not going to happen. But there is the work that goes back and forth because the NFL doesn't. If there's a player on this earth, if there's a human on this earth that can help them win one game, they're going to find them. Okay, so that's ongoing, but that's not what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Rhein Fire is by far drawing the biggest crowds in the ELF. So were there other teams that wanted to cooperate with the Rhein Fire, and how did you fight them away so that you could do the job?
Not that I'm aware of. No, but we are the first NFL team to partner with an ELF team in this capacity, and that says something. And Rhein Fire nor the Seahawks, we're not just choosing a team just to choose a team. The partnership makes so much sense because of the shared values. So highest average attendance in the ELF. I mean, I don't even have to talk about how amazing the performance is on the field. There's just so many things about the Rhein Fire and the values that they've created within their own team that mirror what the Seahawks are doing in Seattle for our fans. So for me, I thought that Rhein Fire was always such a fantastic team to partner with for that reason.
Are there any other questions? Oh, yeah, Glenn.
Thank you. Do you know if like any other NFL teams are looking to cooperate with any other teams in Europe or ELF teams?
So there's some background about it. There's a few teams that have already been activating together with ELF teams. So, for example, the Patriots have a long and good relationship with the Frankfurt Galaxy. They have someone here representing them in Germany that's part of the ownership team for the Frankfurt Galaxy. There also has been a few cases where NFL teams are in market in Germany and collaborate with different ELF teams. So, for example, the Panthers did a few marketing activities with the Munich Ravens. But again, this is the first NFL team and ELF team partnership in this capacity.
Any further questions? All right. Thank you very much.